Welcome back to another episode of Savor Food and Body. So, all this month, we're talking about how to make gentle nutrition really easy and how you show up, think about food, and honor your health by, really kind of giving a shit about food. And that think about it part, if you remember way back a couple weeks ago, that think about it part's where we often get tripped up because we've had years or decades of being told, well, this is how you should think about it. You should follow these food rules. No, wait, just kidding. Now we want to follow these food rules over here. So we get stuck in that think about it part. So that's what we really have been unraveling in these last few videos. So last week, remember, we talked about gentle nutrition is the sweet spot of satisfaction and what your body wants to eat, and then also what your body needs to eat. And that needs to eat is what we're going to talk more about today. So, that needs to eat could be as simple as you need to eat protein, carbs, and fats every single day in order to fuel your body well. But it could also have more nuance to it in that you need to eat a certain amount of fiber, a certain amount of protein in order to feel your best in midlife, especially if you have health concerns like high blood sugar or high cholesterol or risk for osteoporosis runs in your family or cancer. So let's get into how your why you want to honor your health with gentle nutrition be, becomes an important part of gentle nutrition and intuitive eating and midlife. So let's get into it. So again, remember that Venn diagram from last time in that gentle nutrition is that sweet spot between what do I want to eat and what does my body need me to eat. Now, if you think about your why, and I know there's lots of like self help stuff around, like, think about your why you want to do this. And that might feel a little bit like this too. And so if you're cringing, I get it, totally get it. It's very cliche. But that why in this case might reflect on going to a recent doctor's appointment, getting labs done, and your doctor going, gosh, your cholesterol's crept up this year, or your blood sugar is higher than we'd like it to be, and you're in the pre-diabetic range. If you pair that with, I don't want to get cardiovascular disease. That runs in my family. I want to be active, not just in my 40s and 50s, but I want to be active in my 60s and 70s. I don't want to be afraid of going uphill, pushing my heart capacity, my cardiovascular capacity. I want to have enough energy to get to the top of that hill and enjoy the gorgeous views. So then your cardiovascular health becomes part of what your body needs with food. It becomes part of that needs part of the diagram. But that doesn't mean that we should neglect the what do I want to eat. Remember, we want to find the sweet spot of satisfaction between what does your body need to eat to support that cardiovascular health and what do you want to eat to still get food joy out with life and connection with people and be able to go on vacation and have holidays, whatever that may be. So, the caution here is that gentle nutrition can be more specific and like actual person specific in terms of what your body needs, but it doesn't have to get diety. So, I want you to watch yourself on that and check in with that mindset that even as we talk about specific ways of eating, say to support cardiovascular health, for as an example, watch that those don't become food rules. So, one of my current clients, we've worked together for a long time, and she has this really great analogy of gentle nutrition for her involves different levers. So, which lever is she going to pull at any one time, either in meals or with exercise or stress management? In order to honor what her body needs. So, for example, we're using the blood sugar and the cholesterol why as the example. If she wants to decrease her blood sugar or decrease cholesterol, the lever she may pull is getting adequate fiber and aiming for 25 grams of fiber per day, ideally coming from complex carbs like whole grains, beans and lentils, fruits and vegetables. That fiber will soak up extra cholesterol and extra blood sugar in order to help her improve her cardiovascular health. Another lever that she might pull is aiming to get adequate protein. And adequate protein for most women in our season of life is around 25 to 30 grams per day. And what that protein is going to do, it's going to help balance out blood sugar spikes, and it's going to help balance out it may be types of protein that she's taking in that might have more cholesterol in them. So say she says, okay, I want to get adequate protein, but I'm going to try to add more plant-based protein in order to reduce the amount of cholesterol and or saturated fat that I'm taking in. At the same time, again, we want to honor that. Well, what does your body want to eat? So say the person's like, but I really love enjoying some chocolate chip cookies. I enjoy having some chips with my sandwich. Okay, cool. So an example of that would be, if we're honoring cardiovascular health, say we make a sandwich, but we make that sandwich with whole grain bread. Maybe we use some lean protein source, whether that is some grilled chicken or fish. Fish with the omega-3s can be helpful, protective for cardiovascular health. Maybe we go the plant-based route and we have some hummus spread on the bread, some avocado for some monounsaturated fats, and then we put some tofu for some plant-based protein on there, which also has extra fiber in it and can help lower cholesterol and blood sugar. So we got the whole grain bread, we have some fiber, either from tofu or hummus, or maybe we throw on some extra veggies on there, some lettuce, some slaw, some tomatoes, whatever that might be. All of those beautiful components in that sandwich are going to help honor that. What does my body need? It needs adequate fiber and protein. But then we're also going to add, what does my body want? Oh, I want something crunchy and salty that goes with the softness of the sandwich. Cool. Let's add a handful or whatever satisfying amount of some chips on the side. Potato chips, tortilla chips, whatever you like. Say you get through part of your chips and your sandwich, you're honoring your satisfaction by eating in a mindful way, enjoying flavors, tastes, and textures. Hopefully, you're sitting down while you're eating and not rushing from place to place. And so you're able to enjoy your sandwich. You get partway through that sandwich and chips, and you're like, I think I'm kind of done with my main course here, and I'm ready to move on to finishing my meal, and finishing my meal with a chocolate chip cookie would be really amazing, and maybe an apple as well. Great. So the apple, the fiber in the apple, is going to soak up any extra sugar or cholesterol coming from the cookie, depending on how the cookie is made. And it's going to give you this balance between, I really want to eat the chocolate chip cookie, and I'm also having some fiber to honor what my body needs to support my why, my gentle nutrition why, which is to honor cardiovascular health. I hope that makes sense. You are welcome to hit reply anytime and talk through your own version of what might gentle nutrition mean to you. Why do you want to practice gentle nutrition? And how can this concept of what does your body need and what does your body want to eat, how can we find that sweet spot of satisfaction for you in the middle, and honoring both your joy with food and your pleasure with food, but then also your health? So for more questions or how to learn more about gentle nutrition for midlife, you can always find a great blog post on alpinenutrition.org. But don't forget, you can message me anytime, and I'd love to help you out. So with that being said, have a great week and a great weekend, and finish up your week by savoring food in your body, whatever that looks like to you. And I will see you again soon. Take care.